Hello, team. Happy Thursday. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I went live earlier today and lost connection while at the school. So I apologize, and I was running out of time, so I couldn't do it right then and there. So I apologize for that. But it gave me some time to get my thoughts more organized. So, today, May is here, and we're going to be talking about parties, Scentsy parties. We're going to be going through different styles, theme parties. If you have questions about parties, send them our way. You can send it to your director or send it to me, and we'll make sure that we put it into a training where it fits, that we can answer that question or help you find that question right here and now. But we are in the party planning business. That's how Scentsy got created. That was kind of the idea with Scentsy, was that it would be shared through a party plan way, right? Now, I know that sometimes we have like a bad stigma of multi-level marketing, DS, party planning, because of the fact that some people think back in the day it meant you were like 3, 4, 5 hours at a meeting and then you signed your life away and gave all this money to a company, right? Or they've been like pushed and harassed by consultants that maybe weren't really taught the right way on how to handle their Scentsy business. But one thing that we hear all the time is, I don't have time to do parties. I'm too busy. I don't have time. It's just impossible. I can't get them done. We also hear, I don't know what to do. My parties are never good. And that will be another training. But I'm going to start out by saying everyone is busy. Everyone has their lifestyle. Everyone is busy. There are very few people that do nothing all day. And if there is someone that you know that does that and they're successful and they make lots of money, please let me know their ways, because who would not want to have all the time in the world to just get everything done, right? But in reality, everyone is busy and everyone gets the same 24 hours every single day. It's how we use those hours that can change our lives. It's what we do with our time, because we always have time, that can help us out in the long run. So the first thing that we need to do when we're trying to establish our business and establish what our business will look like, what our schedule will look like, because this is a job. This is a job that you have to decide, when are you going to punch in and when are you going to punch out. Okay? The beauty about this business is that we get to decide that. No one's going to have to tell us you have to be here Monday through Friday from this time to this time and every other Saturday and whatever. We get to decide how and when we work our business. And that sometimes is the hard part, because it's so hard to say, no one's going to get on me if I don't do my Scentsy today. But every time that we do that, we're just pushing our goals further and further and further. So just know and get that out of your mind that everyone is busy, not just you, okay? With our business, we need to identify our availability to do every little thing. And today we're going to be talking about identifying your availability to party. You need to look at your schedule. What does your life look like? Get a scratch piece of paper and write out Mondays. This is the time I'm at work. This is, soccer practice, football practice, cheerleading, whatever you have. If you take a spin class, or if that's when you go to the gym, don't change your lifestyle because of Scentsy. You're going to find ways to interconnect it, okay? But first thing you need to do is identify what your availability looks like. And that's going to change from time to time. And I'm at a place right now, for example, where I'm like, I don't even know what my availability is. So there might be times down the road where you need to go back and say, okay, what has changed? What can I do now? And you're going to have to redo this again, because your schedule will change, your work schedule, your kids' activities, all the things, right? So identify your availability to party. Even if it's 15 minutes here, 30 minutes there, an hour here, 2 hours there, whatever it is, identify your availability to party. Okay. That will also help you to determine what kind of parties you are able to offer your customer base. Not everyone can offer every single kind of party. Not everyone has the availability to do every kind of party because of their time restrictions. So identifying your availability will help narrow down a lot of things. Okay. Second is to prioritize or reorganize and organize yourself. Okay. So what or where can you prioritize your Scentsy time, right? If you have a 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, obviously you're not going to be able to do parties Monday through Friday from 9 to 5, right? But maybe you're like, well, I have Thursday evenings that I don't have anything. I could set a goal to have a party every Thursday or every other Thursday. Whatever your goal, however your goal fits into that schedule, right? Or maybe you're like, oh my gosh, I really, I work 9 to 5 and then I have the kids and I have homework and this and that. So maybe you say, but I have Saturdays or Sundays or Monday, whatever day works, that I can sit down and I can schedule all of my party posts and all I can do is online parties. But this is the time that I get to do that, right? You need to prioritize or reorganize your life, like your time, and then organize yourself. Say, this is what I can do, right? For example, I have friends that when I was a stay-at-home mom, we would meet up for coffee or meet up for a play date, and I would take my testers with me. We had a party while we play date, while we had a play date, because I didn't work during the day. So that allowed me to work with my time and work with those people that also didn't work and still have a party. Still be able to get those sales, get those new contacts, but I had to organize around my schedule. So when you organize yourself, for example, you can say, man, I really love this series that I'm watching and I'm addicted, and Tuesday nights I'm going to spend it in front of my TV watching This Is Us. That's one of my favorite shows. But you're so busy, and you can say, okay, well, you know what? While I'm doing that, I'm going to set stuff to print out of my printer. So it could be printing and I can get that out of the way, or I can be folding, or I can be labeling, or if your kids are a little bit older, like my kids are getting to the age where I can get them to label, stamp, do simple little things for me while I'm getting other things done. So you can organize. I shared the other day how I was working on my postcards while I was at work. We were testing this week, so I took my stuff with me and I found a little break to be able to pull that out, and I was working while the kids were testing. So sometimes our work does not look like you sitting in front of a computer working your business. But that does not mean that you can't work your business in little increments here and there. Now we're focusing on party right now. So that might mean that, for example, you might say, well, I have a party every Thursday, Tuesday nights, while I'm watching This Is Us, I'm going to put all my catalogs together for that party on Thursday. Or if you're doing online parties, Tuesday night, in between commercials, I'm going to be scheduling my posts. We have so many things at our hands that help us accomplish these goals. It could be as simple as I'm scheduling my posts. I'm using Visly or I'm using Facebook Scheduler to get to my goal, right? So prioritize or reorganize and organize yourself, okay? We need to get out of that mentality and stop using it as an excuse. I'm going back to the first thing I said. Know that everyone is busy. If you want to reach your goal, right, whatever your goal is, if you want to reach your goal, you have to stop making excuses. You have to stop putting bricks of, building a wall between you and your goal. You need to be looking at how you're going to knock that wall down. Because if you join Scentsy, you obviously join for a reason. And in order for Scentsy to change your life for the better, for you to be able to say, I reached my goal, for you to be able to say, I got that promotion, or I got that 2,000 in sales and got that bonus, or I got annual sales, annual mentor. For you to be able to say, I did that, you need to look for the way around what is already there. And that is life. Life is always going to happen. Life is not going to stop for you to reach your goal. Life is just going to continue to happen. I have been a full-time employee, full-time stay-at-home mom, part-time employee, and now back to full-time since I've started my Scentsy business. I've had to shift my business so many times, but I shift because my goals are more important than those bricks that come up to block me from my goal. Now, I'm not saying that things are blocking you on purpose. It's not well, maybe the bricks are coming because I shouldn't do Scentsy. No, life is life. Life is going to continue to happen whether you watch it go by or whether you're conquering it, whether you are seizing every single moment. So you need to stop allowing yourself to say, I'm just too busy. It just blows my mind when I hear that, because I'm like, everyone's busy. Everyone has something going on. Everyone either has a job or has a reason why they're not working. I will use myself as an example. I was sharing this earlier today before I got, the connection got lost. I work full-time now, right? A lot of you guys know that. I am a Girl Scout leader. If you follow me on Facebook, you've seen my posts. I'm also a Girl Scout mom. Two very different roles, because not only I have to be there for my troop, but I'm also there for my daughter's activities. I'm a soccer mom. My son is playing soccer now. And so our February, I'm not going to lie, our February was crazy. Saturday mornings meant that me and my daughter were at a cookie booth while my son and my husband went to soccer practice. And then we left the booth to go to soccer game, because I did not miss a game for my son. I only missed one, and that's because I was at a training. And then from soccer game, we went to go get lunch, and then back to a booth. And then come home for dinner, and then back to a booth. That was our life every single weekend during February. And so I still found time to work my business. I branded myself at every booth and every soccer game, because you never know when you're going to bump into someone who says, oh my gosh, Scentsy, I love Scentsy. So soccer mom, youth president at church. I'm the youth president of the girls that are 11 to 18-year-olds, which means that every Thursday, just like today, I have to head to church from 7 to 8:30. And every other Sunday, I have to meet with them and teach. And so not only that, Sundays I go to church and I have my meeting because I'm one of the leaders. And so busy happens to everyone. On top of that, I go to the gym. I do a lot of activities with my family. And so Scentsy is so important to me that I still take time out to make sure that I have availability to party. I look at my calendar and I put my family stuff first, right? Besides work, because work is work. You have to be there when you have to be there, right? But then I go in and I put in my activities. So I put in like, okay, these Wednesdays I have Girl Scouts. These Thursdays Thursdays I have activity night. These Sundays I'm teaching. These Sundays I have just regular church. This Saturday Deli has a Girl Scout activity. This Saturday Alejandro has soccer game from this time, or whatever. And then I look at when I have my calendar filled, I go in and I say, okay, when can I party? There are weeks that I cannot do a home party. I just can't. I cannot find the extra time, because I don't control that, to do a home party. But I might still be able to do a Facebook party. Or I make sure that I offer on-the-go parties. I make sure that my testers are out. There are times where hey, spring break, I have all the availability if anyone wants to do a party. I know people are going to be out of town, but hey, you never know. Someone might not be going out of town. They want to do a party. Or someone might have little kids and they don't even know it's spring break. So knowing when you have the time even when you're busy, will allow you to still be able to party through your Scentsy business. Doing parties is what helps our business to grow. When we have parties, we meet potential team members through our hostess, because when we see them, how they're hosting, how well they're loving and sharing Scentsy, we might see something that they don't even know themselves. We meet new customers. So our circle, that warm circle, starts getting to expanding, right? We can get more parties from those parties, which then means more PRV, more expansion from our warm circle, more potentials. And then we grow as business, because not only our PRV, our sales are going up, our customer base, but we grow as a person, as a business person. We are practicing those skills. We are putting those customer skills into play. We are growing as a business owner. So I want to invite you to look at your weekly schedule. You know what? Look at your month of May. Grab a calendar. If you don't have a planner, if you don't have a calendar, go on Google, click on, look for May 2022, print it out, and go on there and put first your work, like your personal schedule, like your work schedule, right? Like what you know you have to work. If you're a stay-at-home mom, then maybe you put in there like your doctor's appointments, your play dates, anything that you do on the regular, on your like normal schedule, you're going to put it on there. Then you're going to put in all your activities that are coming up. Maybe like you have a birthday party that you got invited to, or you have, an anniversary party. Anything that you know that you have going on in May. Mother's Day, Memorial Day weekend. Put all the things that you are doing. And then look at your May and say, what do I have available to party? What time? First week I have this, second week I have this, third, whatever time you have available. And then, depending on how much time you have available, you will determine whether you have time to do a home party, on-the-go party, or online party. And you might choose, hey, I have all the availability in the world, but I do not want to do a home party. That's okay. We're going to talk about all that in more trainings that we have this month, but that's completely okay. But look at what time you have available and determine what kind of parties you are able to offer, and then offer those parties. Talk to people this week. From now through Sunday, I challenge you to talk to people about a party and see how many parties you can book for May. I'm going to be doing this with you guys, so don't think you're alone on this. I'm going to be doing the same thing. I'm going to look at my planner, I'm going to determine my time, and I'm going to see how many more parties I can get on my calendar. We were meant for more. We cannot settle and just say, oh, I joined, it was great, but it's not that great anymore. Like, we have to put the work in. We have to recognize that we need to put the work in. This is our business. If we want our business to thrive, we have to treat it as a business. And a business needs to know when it's open and when it's closed. You need to know what hours you are working your Scentsy and when you're not. Not simply like, oh, if I get to it, I get to it. That's not a business. Target, all the stores do not treat that business like that. They know when they're open and when they're closed. So look at your schedule. Determine when are you open for parties and when are you closed. Okay? Don't ever forget that I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.